So, Susan Cow Miller, Hampshire EFT. I've been on here doing lives for about the last 10 days to do with the launch of my Live the Life You Want club for women 50 plus. Sorry, I'm looking around just now just to check that things are working. And I think they are, other than the fact that I can't see. Doesn't matter. Today I'm going to be doing a summary of basically the last 10 days, but it is a summary. I have decided that I want to have a membership because I feel I've got a lot to offer women of a certain age. Women 50 plus, 60 plus and onwards. Because we're at a stage in our life where we recognise that certain things aren't as important as we thought they were when we were younger. We have life experience and we might not get clobbered so easily. We might have some reserve in place to help us when we get challenged, because just because we're mature doesn't mean we don't get challenged. And I'm going to take this reasonably slowly, but it is a summary. The reason I'm pausing is that I was talking to my son and daughter-in-law today, and my son said, Mum, he's in his 30s, he said, Mum, 50 plus. He said, do you not want it 40? Or younger. I said, Graham, in this great marketing game, one has to niche. My experience is the age I am and the life I've lived, etc. And women of 40, I think, look at life a little bit differently. It's not, I wouldn't be rapping anybody's knuckles if they were younger and sneaked on. Heck, but it's for women 50 plus, and if other folks sneaked on, then brilliant. But part of my remit is that when we've lived a full life and we think we're ready to chill a bit more or enjoy a bit more or actually get those plans and dreams that we've had and get them into place, that we think because we've reached that age that we're entitled to or it should be happening. But lo and behold, it's not actually happening, or it's not actually managing for some with ease. There will be people watching who have been listening, who haven't registered. I don't know why I said that. But there will be people who have been listening, thinking, I tick that, I recognise that, I recognise that. And if I'm going to do a selling point at the beginning, why wouldn't you give it a go if you recognise that it's not falling into place the way you want it, and you've sought help one-to-one, or you've sought help with looking in Wikipedia to get somebody to follow or to read their information. Why wouldn't you be prepared to give this a go, £12 a month, for regular input, of a structured regular input for guidance, self-development, and the tools and techniques of EFT and more, meditation, for example, to release and lower stress and anxiety. Because when we lower stress and anxiety, there's room for things to happen. And fundamentally, it has a monumental effect on one's physical health. So, I'm going to be glimpsing at notes throughout this because I want to say what I feel I want to say. So the who, what, when, where, why. What's this all about? Or what one might achieve. I'm going to take people from a place of disquiet at one end, of dis-ease, of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, pressurized, sad, lonely, angry, and take them on the journey to the other side, where their life is in flow and balance. It's working out. You get a smile on your face rather than that, oh, I better watch that look. So you've got a smile on your face. Life's in flow. It's easier. These are the dream words that people talk when you look on their websites. I probably do it myself to a huge extent. If you're looking for flow, balance, less stress, come and work with me. Come and look at what I do. Everybody's doing it. Unless you do it, unless you do the work, and if you're listening to me just now and able to accept that, then you're ideal actually, because if you're prepared to do the work, the little bits of work, regularly, you're going to find that life flows, life is in balance, and you recognise that yes, structure is necessary. I think I wrote a note down somewhere about something I wanted to remember to do with it doesn't matter, it's gone, I'm not going to labour over that, it'll come back to me. One has to do the work. I've got programs to do with eating, to do with exercise, to do with weight loss. Unless you do the work in tiny baby steps, which are achievable, unless you do the work in the tiny baby steps which are achievable so that you see results happening, one loses heart. There's areas of my life where I still start certain things, play with it for a wee while, lose the way. Now the word isn't failure, it's parked until the next time. We have to be in a space to allow things to happen. And yesterday, I was in a good space, 2 days before a launch ends, but I thought, I've done the work, and I've got a lovely day ahead of me. And I can tell you that I had a lovely day yesterday. It was to do with my husband's birthday, but it was just very close family and close friends, very small. Absolutely a great day. I have also been doing Deepak Chopra's 21-day abundance challenge. I'm on day 21 today, and I'm hoping, trusting that I'm not going to fail to do it. I usually do it first thing in the morning. Today I didn't. It's the last day. Actually, I think I've got 48 hours to do the last day. However, abundance, if we're wanting something in life, if you are wanting space, time, nurturing, love, peace, happiness, balance, then you have to be in a place to welcome it. And if there's blocks in the way, if you're overdoing things, if you're overworking, if you're challenged, if you're constantly in a place of stress, then the universe is not going to allow the better things to fall in. Yesterday, they fell in place beautifully. So I'm going to be doing a little write-up about that for me, part of my learning. So getting back to the who, what, when, where, why of Live the Life You Want Club. I'm going to be working and helping people with members' input, actually. I'm really looking for input because what I think I want to offer might not be what you look for in a group like this. It's not completely structured. There is flow. Part of me thought I should maybe have a very structured program in place. I'm not ready for that, so I've been through enough stress over this. I didn't need to stop the path I've chosen to go on to do with Live the Life You Want Club. Have I lost my train of thought? It's for people who are are not in a good place. Life isn't happening the way they want it to happen, the way it should be happening. And lo and behold, if we go through the program of my ideas and input from others, at the end, you will be able to implement your learnings. See that life is flowing. Going on these holidays, looking after the plans or the arrangements to do with elderly parents. Moving on from the children, university, jobs, married, where you think, oh, bit of a life change here, I'm not ready for it. I really enjoyed those last 20, 25 years. If you've got the get up and go to move forward, this is ideal to help you. It's for people who are really bursting a gut in high-end jobs, businesses, running their business. You know, they've really got there. They're right up there with their success. But in some cases, life isn't flowing. Things go haywire. Relationships fall apart. Talking about that, I've written a book called Survive and Thrive After Trauma. And I'm never quite sure which camera to look in, although Herb said look at the top one. And that's about my life. When my first marriage ended, to do with my husband sadly becoming an alcoholic, I eventually realised I was having to divorce him or lose my sanity. And then he died. And that was that. I've written a book about it, a book in 3 parts, and it's one of the freebies gifted to you if you decide to press the register button today, or go on the wait list, or say, I've heard enough from Susan, I wish her well, etc., etc. So that's who it's for, people who need guidance, flow, balance. Now, support, but support with the proviso that yes, you want the support. Hell, I like the support with groups I'm in, but you're in a supportive group which you're not dragging down or slowing down. You're in a supportive group which is just what you need. Your attitude might not be as strong and confident because there's self-doubt and self-belief issues going on, but you're so there to try and to progress, to move away from that space. If you're interested in moving away from that space, this is perfect. You ask yourself the question right now, am I ready to move on, or am I going to hang on to the little bits of crap that have kept me back? Now, some people have huge bits of uncomfortableness, and it's a brave person that moves on. Why stay stuck? Why stay in a place where there's no joy? I've often thought that I can't be the only one that has moved on and I'm living a very good life. Yeah, I've done a bucket load of work on myself, but I'm doing quite nicely now. So who's it for and what does it aim? So it's for those who I've mentioned who want to get from place A, where life's a bit challenging, to place E, where they're ready to use all the implements and they're in a de-stressed state with the confidence, self-belief to move on. Why? Because you want to get to a place of self-confidence, self-belief, self-esteem, believing that you deserve. Deserving is one of the big 3 when I help people one-to-one or when I do talks. I don't deserve, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. With one-to-one work and the information that a stressed or anxious or angry or troubled, emotionally troubled person comes to see me or to see any therapist who works with mindset and the subconscious, We eventually hope that the client will realise they've gone back little steps, not biggies. They go back many little steps, but we don't go back tumultuous steps because that's not healthy. And my realisation, why talk about someone else who might not be there, my realisation, the bottom line was I thought, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't quite deserve. Maybe that's two of them I hit. I'm not worthy, I'm not good. I know I'm worthy, I know I'm worthy of a lot. I know I'm deserving of a lot. But am I good enough to perform with those others? With you, with whoever? If we don't deserve, there's no room for improvement. Once we find that we're running these negative traits, now negative traits takes me on to, wait a minute, I had it and I looked at the clock, big mistake. Negative traits. I work with the subconscious. Those people who don't understand the mind charter, they say, oh, I can't do that because, I know I can't do that because, they're working with their pre-programmed beliefs. Self-taught beliefs. Life's taught them that I can't do that, bugger that, I'm not doing that. But these are self-taught patterns of behaviour. You don't have to stay stuck in those patterns of behaviour. I sound as if I'm wanting one-to-one clients. I'm wanting people that I can give some gentle help and guidance to. But if you don't have an appreciation that we can change the mindset chatter, which thinks it's correct, because we've been running the programs of not believing or troubled emotions for such a long time, that we jump into them in an instant. I work with moving on so that we have positive intention and we've managed to work gently within the membership, having a realisation that old stuff doesn't work, and what can we offer in the membership at this pleasurable level of potential success to help you move on. So all I'm saying is that I can't do that because is running an old belief. Now, I know people who are going to be jumping off the Spinnaker Tower in March this year, and you've still got it ahead of you, ladies, because it was stopped for COVID. I'm helping. I had a bad experience on a school trip to do with abseiling. I wasn't good at it. However, I wasn't the height of the Spinnaker Tower, so I don't choose to work with that. I don't need to challenge myself with that, and I'm not going to because I don't want to do it. If some unkind person said, are you frightened? I'll say, well, yes, I am frightened. Oh, challenge yourself to do it. No, thank you. I've got the strength of character to say politely, no thanks, I'm not going to do that. So you have the capacity to change little aspects of beliefs, and especially strong emotions which are negative, which aren't working for you. But we're going to have discussions about this in the membership and listen to other people's experiences. Who, what, when? When's the quantity of this membership? What's the time scale of the little bits and pieces I'm going to offer you or let you know about, that if you can't hear them live? Basically, one aspect's going to be covered once a week, so 4 times a month. Little things. One's definitely going to be EFT, a tapping session. I do intend bringing in other modalities, but tapping has been my world for 10 years. And to regular tapping, you'll be blown away if you don't really do tapping very much at how powerful and effective it is at two levels, at the quick fix level, so that you go, oh, thank God I don't feel like that anymore. I can go off and do whatever. Or at a deep-rooted level where we're releasing big emotional trauma. But I'm going to be doing tapping at a very gentle experience once a month, if not dropping in the opportunity for more or videos for you to watch. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of self-development, where you have a little bit of homework. You know, I'm talking small scale, however you can develop it as best you want. This is most annoying because I can't really see what I'm looking for, but never mind. What's going on here? Come on, give me a moment. Nope, don't want that. Click it once. Aha. Right. Nothing like a bit of success to keep you going. Right, now where was I? Yes, I go at EFT, teaching it to make sure you do it properly. Teacher coming out. Self-development, a little bit of homework. Learning. The opportunity I intend to have for a speaker or someone to be giving their go-to tool or their talk about how stress is bad for you in particular different ways. And then a Q&A. And I've always said that I'm looking forward to the Q&A very much because it gives you the opportunity to ask a question. And what was it? Something else jumped in there to do with, never mind, let me have a look. I think I was thinking about the EFT. I've said in my founding member launch that I'm looking for input. And I've said it here, I'm looking for input. I'm really looking forward to getting it off the ground and starting to work with members. And I'm wondering whether I've actually said it all. Maybe I have. So it's, my membership is Live the Life You Want Club, where little frustrations are getting in your way. Big frustrations are getting in your way. Blocks. And I know we're all different. And this is where I could put people off, but we're all different. I'm very much a press the button and let's see. You know, if you have been following what I'm saying, give it a go. The regularity offers a quicker route to success. And I probably will end there. I'm going to be doing Zooms or Facebook Lives, and I'm going to be informing people through email and or the WordPress website that my husband's made for us. And I'm learning how to use it. Everything is in its infancy just now. It's growing. I'm going to be doing a bigger launch probably at the end of September. So for those who decide that this time's not right for them, then they will have another opportunity and go on a wait list. But it's not going to be £12 a month then. The rate per month for founding members is £12 per month, and for annual, people who want to pay annually, it's 12 months for the price of 10, it's £120. I'm not going to panic about this just now. There was something else to do with the membership. What might it have been? Costs, I've said it's not going to be this low. It's not going to be this low again. There's full refunds. There's a proviso to do with the annual refund if somebody's had a go for a couple of months and said, I'll just get all my money back. Sorry, that doesn't quite work that way. You would get 8 months back then, and then pro rata. What else? Do join us. Susan Cowmiller, Hampshire EFT. Last day of founding members launch for Live the Life You Want Club. Thank you for listening to any or as many of my lives as you have done. If you have, thank you for reading my emails, bearing with me on my newsletter email site, and thank you for those who've dipped in, showing a little bit of interest. If you're ready to do some work to clear the blocks to your happiness, success, future planning, register today. Thank you very much. I will put the link in the comments of Facebook. I know I was going to say earlier, sometimes. Facebook's a little bit bad at getting posts out on the day. So I don't know whether it's Sunday. I hope you've got nice things to do. I hope you're probably doing something nice and maybe catching me later. You're not guaranteed to see this today, but I have been putting out little messages to say there's 4 days left, 3 days left, 2 days left, or 1 day left. Well, now there's no days left. Today is the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.